Hello and welcome to a video about TRX Tron. I received quite a few requests about this coin, so we want to take a look at it today. On the TRX chart, so let me go to this one. So on the TRX chart, we can see, first of all, if we zoom out a little bit, this is the daily chart. If we zoom out, we can see that there is a slight uptrend, but really, you can't really call it an uptrend, okay? It might look visually like it because it started down here somewhere in 2017. It made its all-time high in 2018. The problem with this chart is that it never made a new all-time high since then. That creates a problem. Especially because the rally into the 2021 highs looked corrective. Can you see the three-wave character of this wave to the upside, which started in March 2020 and peaked here in April 2021. So yes, it seems visually as if it's holding quite well, and we had a drawdown of around 76%, which is less than what many other coins did. Yeah, a lot of coins retraced more than 80%, so this is okay. However, it might just be a delay in the sell-off, because at the moment, this doesn't give me a lot of trust, this move here to the upside. It looks corrective again. So really, it's a long sideways range. So I would not be surprised if we see another sell-off before we move higher again, okay? Because it's sort of constrained by this triangle pattern. Now, this is not a clear triangle pattern. I only sketched it. We have two touch points up there. And I have to draw the trend line more accurately. Let's just do that. But I would pay attention to the trend line because it is, first of all, a trend line with two, you could even argue three touch points up there. And it's going through a Fibonacci resistance area. So you can see my preferred wave count on the chart. That's absolutely not the only valid wave count here. There are different wave counts because it's moving only in corrective structures. So, you know, the fact that the rally into 2021 was not clearly bullish into April 2021, yeah, leaves a lot of room for different interpretations, okay? The move down, yeah, into the February or March lows 2020, that looks like a corrective breakdown as well. So corrective down, corrective up, that typically indicates sideways action, a large range, or at least very unreliable price structures. So I always emphasize, trade what's clear, focus on what's clear. I would say at least with TRX, it doesn't give us a very clear long-term outlook. So this is not really anything that, in my opinion, would be suitable for hodling. Yeah, I mean, it could go up, yeah, but then without a clear setup that provides a long trade opportunity, I wouldn't really want to, hold a coin that so far has only been moving sideways in its lifetime, okay? Because it can easily fail. It doesn't have a stable uptrend. So, and we can see that in the current movement. Yes, we had pretty nice movement from 4.5 cents all the way up to 9. But again, it is overlapping price action. So my view is that this was an A wave down. This is currently a B wave. Might still push a little higher, absolutely. And we could then come down in a C wave. My best interpretation I can give you is that this move to the upside initially was an A wave. It looks like a 5-wave move. So the move up currently looks like a B wave. So A, B, C in wave B, okay? This is sort of what I'm watching. In this scenario, the price could certainly push a little higher. I would not be surprised if we reached the 10.7 cent level or even 13.6 cents. But I would use a trend line as support, because this trend line, if this breaks, then this is an indication that this B wave has topped. However, another interpretation that is absolutely valid here, because the price didn't make a new low here and didn't make a new high here, is that the B wave itself unfolds as a triangle, which means we might not, if we break the trend line, we might not make a lower low more directly. It is just going to do this. So this and then down, okay? Instead of going down more directly. So yeah, at the moment it seems like a B wave is unfolding. It's certainly not impulsive to the upside. The bottoming structure is unreliable because it formed a double bottom they often don't hold. And I would only really focus on something more bullish if there is a sustained break above 13.66 cents, because that would indicate that we have a good chance to break above the 2021 highs. Until then, I'm focusing here on a larger triangle, and what would come next is a C wave of a C wave. So this triangle, which is long, this triangle could lead to or could get its C wave in the C wave next. Yeah, so obviously it's consolidating up there, but it looks to me as if the trend line breaks, looking at the proportions and everything, this just wants to be filled in. This just wants to be filled in. And if we add the VRVP volume profiles, you also see there is a lot of historical volume down there. There will also be a lot of liquidity, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, this would be an ideal spot to get to in a C wave. Basically talking about the 2.3 cent level. I mean, that would be quite a bit of a crash there. And looking at Fibonacci extension levels, I mean, I cannot really give you a target yet because we have no top in place here locally. But yeah, I mean, if it breaks down now, it would be perfectly the 1-to-1 ratio, which is an ideal target for the C wave if we get down into this region. So for me, this is a coin that's just been moving sideways. I mean, the data is there. Yeah, the data is there. Questionable in terms of long-term outlook, just a sideways range, and ranges can be traded, but now we are rallying into resistance. So I think the risk is more on the downside now. Okay, so from a reward to risk point of view, a move to the downside is going to be quite interesting. So that's sort of something I would be watching for. Not necessarily something I expect now, but I mean, if we look here at the 2-day chart, it could take a few more weeks, maybe, could even take a few more months, another, continuous rally into resistance there. Now, if we zoom into the detail, so, I mean, if this is a C wave to the upside, it would have to unfold as an ending diagonal. So that's always difficult to label, okay? But I would make the case to say this was a 1, this was a 2, this could have been a 3, this a 4, and we might be in the wave 5 now. Basically in wave 5 of C of B, if you like that kind of orientation. Yeah, that's my update about TRX. I hope you will like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.